and better than ever. Yes, I'm still in the car. I am on my way to a meeting today, and I wanted just to quickly touch base. I'll go into more about what it was like and my journal for the 32 days I was at Vanguard treatment shortly. But I just wanted to say, for anybody struggling out there, that there's hope. I mean, I was at the bottom of the barrel. I thought life was over. I thought all my relationships I had lost. I have a new lease on life. Honestly, completely, no bullshit. Just, I can't say enough good things. I met some amazing people. Just like best friends. I laughed so hard that I peed like a few times. Life's good. Life's really good. I didn't realize until being away from it how gambling took over my life. And it's super sad. It's super sad that I was stuck in escaping who I am, because I have a fantastic life. And going to treatment taught me that there's so much more to life than a casino. And I'm so excited. I'm excited to be a mom. I'm excited to do things sober. I'm just really happy. And, it wasn't just the gambling. There's many things that knocked me down. But I'm back up. And the simple things like being a mom, just being a mom, not being busy, having something to do, being a mom. I'm so incredibly grateful for. And thankfully, between my dad, my mom, and mostly my middle son, made this happen for me. And my relationship with my dad was always really, I don't know if I could say rocky. It just wasn't like how I wished. And I always looked from man to man to man, relationship, abusive relationship, to give me that fatherly love. And obviously they couldn't do that because they weren't my father. But at family time, when it was like, it was like, how has Angie's addiction affected you? And him and my middle son came, and it was probably the most healing I have ever had in my entire life. My dad said to me that, all these abusive relationships I was in, he wished that I could understand I am his little girl of worth. And I don't know why that was like, click, boom, I love myself, but it was. And that family day changed things so much. It just changed me. Of really knowing my worth. I don't know. I love me. And not in a narcissistic, I'm so great way, but just in a true loving who I am way. If this makes any sense. Going in there, I was like, I don't want to do this. I bawled. I was like, And I didn't really have trust in God. I didn't know that this was where I needed to be. And, I was gone on Easter and Mother's Day, which I'm a mom. And my son it wasn't even like he was with his dad. He was with my family, but it was just really hard to not be a mom on those days. And I wanted to go home. I wanted to go home. And thank God the counselors there and really my peers they said something to me, and they said, Angie, you know, you could go home right now, but right now your family and your kids support you. So how much support are they going to give you if you go back to treatment 3 times and you keep quitting? None. Or I don't know. I mean, 'cause I have really supportive kids, but probably not a whole lot. And that clicked with me. It just was like, okay, Angie, get through these freaking 30 days. You got this. You can do this. Learn whatever you can do to be a better person, to be a better mom, to be a better daughter, to be a better sister, to be a better person. So I stuck it out. And it's really quite funny because I think it was 2 days after that happened where I was just like, I want to go home. Poor me. We were in group, and this guy's like, you know, it's super nice out. I want to go on my bike. I want to go on my motorcycle. It's nice. Get me out of here. And I looked at him, and I was like, you know, I get that, but think about how much nicer it's going to be in 23 days or however much longer he had. And he kind of looked at me, and the group kind of looked at me like, who is this lady? Who is she? And I was like, I know. How is this coming out of my mouth? But I followed the process. I trusted everyone there. I knocked out some shame that I've lived with for God knows how long. And I can honestly tell you today, I do not feel like using. I do not feel like gambling. I don't feel like doing anything but stay in recovery. And, you know, it's amazing when you think that you're all alone and you think nobody does this. Nobody goes around and looks for tickets, or nobody goes in the parking lot and thinks, oh, I wonder if someone stole their wallet. Nobody else wins $7,500 in one day, and by the time they leave, they don't even know how they're going to pay for gas. Yes, lots of people do. Wait, which way am I turning? Am I going straight? Sorry, I'm trying to watch this GPS and drive and talk. Oof. I'm multitasking though. So, again, I want to just say that you're not alone. I'm not alone. I was with some of the best people I've ever known who, you know, some people let the addiction go further. Some people caught it right away. It doesn't make anyone better. It doesn't make anyone worse. Addiction's addiction. And I am so incredibly grateful for Vanguard. It wasn't just the gambling. It was the shame. It was, I went to a grief group, and that grief group was supposed to be about my grandma that passed away in October. But it turns out the biggest grief I was holding on to that kind of pushed me down that deep hole of addiction was grieving my divorce. I didn't get any closure. I don't want to have this about him anymore because I don't really care. It's not that I don't care, it's just that what happened. Yes, I didn't deal with it in the right way. I dealt with it by escaping, which a lot of people do. That's gambling. It's slots. But a part of my grief group was writing a letter to him and getting out some of that anger I never felt able to, or getting over just the shit I held on to for so damn long that caused me to want to not be me. And it was freeing. I cried like a baby, like a newborn baby. It was terribly sad. And then when I was finished, it was like, oh my gosh, thank you, God. Thank you for allowing me this opportunity to get that out in a healthy way. And I kept a journal. I couldn't have my phone to update everyone, so I kept a journal on what days were like. Like, oof, day 1 was like, get me out of here. Day 5 was like, I got this. Day 7, when someone left, I was like,